Welcome back to another story time with the minis. I'm Rita Borgstadt, and I'm one of the instructors out here at HETRA. And today we're going to be reading the book Thunder Horse. And we want to say thank you to the Gretna Public Library who so graciously loaned these to us. So thank you. And it's written by Eve Bunting with illustrations by Dennis Nolan. My aunt Eldora gave me a tiny horse, no bigger than a puppy. He was pure white and perfect in every way. Where did you get him? I asked. On a hidden Greek island, she said. I brought him home for you because I know how you like wondrous things. She smoothed the mane of the tiny horse and he gave a soft whinny. I stared goofy-eyed. He's for me? Will he get bigger? Yes. He will grow and change, and when he does, he will want to leave. He's a magical creature, and you cannot own magic, but he will feel your love, and that will keep him with you for a while. I looked into his eyes, and I whispered, I love you already. What shall I call him? I asked. Don't name him yet. His name will come to you, she said, and as always, Aunt Eldora explained nothing. She left the next day as quietly as she had come. Dad shook his head. She's like Quicksilver. There's no way to keep a hold of her. My mother got a carrot and I grated it for my little horse. He ate from my hand and drank milk water from a dish. I let him lie in my bed beside me. Sometimes he kicked his legs and made strange sounds, as if he were dreaming. Then I'd hold his little hoof, stroke him, and sing Tura, Laura, Laura, the lullaby my mom used to sing to me. One night, as I was petting him, I discovered that he had tiny nubs on his shoulders. They might have been horns, but they weren't. We bought a collar and a leash for him, and he and I went for walks. People stopped to wonder at him. Look, they're going for a walk. By the third week, I noticed that the nubs were growing. The hair on them was not smooth, but layered like beautiful white feathers. The week after, it was easy to see that my little horse was growing wings. A winged horse? My parents were astonished. I should have guessed, Dad said. Trust Eldora to bring you something so strange. I took my horse to school for sharing. My teacher, Miss Chambers, was agog. A winged horse? She took a book of Greek myths from her shelf. She sat on the edge of her desk and read us the story of Pegasus, the winged thunder horse, who lived in the palace of the Greek god Zeus. He became part of a beautiful constellation of stars, she said. Look up in the night sky and you can see him. That's when I knew what his name had to be. Pegasus, my thunder horse. That night I tried to find him in the sky, but I couldn't pick him out. There weren't enough stars. Pegasus ate oats and hay and horse vitamins and apples and carrots, just like a regular horse. He loved the Greek yogurt Mom bought in Joe's market. Soon his wings were as long as my arms. Sometimes he moved them up and down, as if he was exercising them. I worried that our apartment was becoming too small for him. At night, now he slept beside my bed, not in it. I couldn't walk him on the leash anymore, but he trotted next to me when we went to the empty lot behind our building. I watched as he ran around and around, snorting, flexing his long, graceful wings. And I was always happy and relieved when he came back to me. What my aunt had said to me worried me. He had grown and changed. Would he leave? One day, as I waited for him to finish his last run, he knelt down in front of me and whinnied. He was inviting me to ride. My heart beat fast as I climbed on his back and we soared above our building, above the corner gas station, above Joe's market, above my school. Wind whipped my hair. Birds flew close enough for me to touch. Clouds draped themselves around Pegasus' head. Riding him was like riding through a dream. When we came back to Earth, I felt wrapped in magic. One day after that, we went skywriting. My arms clung tight around his neck. My legs seemed to power along with him. But underneath, like a stomachache, was always the worry. Then, one night as we lay side by side on the grass, he didn't invite me to ride. Instead, he laid his cheek close to mine. He had never done that before, and I knew. I knew the time had come. My chest hurt. "It's all right," I whispered. "I understand. Thank you for staying with me so long." He looked at me as if he were telling me something, then spread his wings, looked back once, and he was gone. I watched as he rose up, till he was only a snow speck in the sky. That's when I cried. "I've never seen so bright a shooting star," my father said. "It must be a comet." I stared as it streaked across the sky and wondered. Pegasus. Yeah, it was Pegasus, wasn't it? Yeah. One night, and on many others, when a special comet flashes through the dark of the sky, I lie in bed, waiting for the snoring outside my window. When I open it, he's there, all a glimmer, shining and beautiful. I climb on his back and we soar above the city. We chase the stars. We chase the moon. We ride the shadows. The nights are our secret. My aunt has said my love would keep him for a while, and it did. And maybe, just maybe, my love is what brought him back. The end. Thank you again for joining us for Storytime with the Minis. We'll see you next time.